So moving back to Essex from Newton Aycliffe, got to do 290 miles in total. It should take around 8.5 to 9 hours with all the charge stops kind of included. I'm using something called a better route planner, which I've not used before, so this will be the first time. We've got 7 stops in total, mostly 44 kilowatt hour chargers, which is great because my car's probably one of the only cars that can utilize that, as they haven't really made any other AC cars that can charge to 43. The only problem is with a Zoe, it is always AC charging, so we can't use any CCS, which is most modern chargers. To start with, I've only got 49 miles. I've got 40 miles to go to the next station. So at charger 1, still got 14 miles left, and it's a VP pulse. Let's hope this works. So yeah, 50 minutes. It looks like we had 30% before we arrived, which is good. We're at some kind of caravan spot with some public toilets to the side of us, which is lovely. So after this charge, we've got to go to Doncaster. So yeah, it looks like the next charger has 6 bays, but they're only 22 kilowatts. Well, this one is a nice 43 kilowatt charger, which is the maximum charge rate my car can take. So, especially on AC, you don't see many of these nowadays. They're very rare since they got bought out by BP, because they used to be called Pulse. There's been less and less of these units and more CCS units. The CCS should be standard on all electric cars, and if you're thinking about getting an electric car, that should definitely be a high factor, especially if you want to do loads of motorway miles, because otherwise you'll have to find these units. They're just out and about. Same with CHAdeMO. There are more CHAdeMO chargers than there are AC. Unfortunately, just the state of the charging system at the moment in the UK, these are very rare, and even AC chargers at 22 kilowatt hours are becoming rare, especially at service stations. You normally see them more in towns. So yeah, we will get up to 80% on this charge, and then we'll make our way to the next charge point. Just unplug. Just leaving now, 59 miles on the clock. Alright, so I'm at the next charger, it's 11:50. A bit of traffic on this one. With this one though, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use it. So it looks like a kind of workplace one. Luckily though, they've kept the suction thing off the outside. Worst comes to worst, I'll be able to use that, but I'm going to just contactless it and see if that works. So yeah, it seems to just work with contactless. Ramping up. So it's definitely going to be the longest charge of the journey. It looks to be about a 40-minute charge, which is everything accounting for, to be honest. Unfortunately on this leg we need to get a pretty decent charge. The app's recommending that I have 86%. I'm probably going to go to like 90 just to be safe. Sure we've got a bit of buffer. And yeah, I'll let you know when we head off. I'm just about to unplug. The next one's kind of a risky one though. It's about 50 miles away. But if that one's not available or if something's wrong with that charger, there's not another one for another 10 miles. So hoping 90 will get me 60 miles. If not, then it could be a close shave. But it makes good content, so. So it's like 65 miles after that charge. Looks like I was only here for like 30 something minutes, so we're doing pretty well for time. So hit our first issue. This car is charging. He does not need to be on AC, but for some reason he chose to put himself on AC. You've got a CCS slot. This is one of the problems with having an AC car. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get to the next charger, which is 10 miles away. And that's only a 22 as well, where this would have been a 44. So I've made it to the next charger. Not much left. It isn't even gauging. Luckily there are four chargers there, plus another big charger there, but I think the big charger isn't AC, so we'll double check though. It looks like they're all kind of like through an app though, so I've never used this one before, so this is going to be an experience, so wish me luck.
One eternity later.
that was a right faff on, and that was only a 22 kilowatt unit anyway, so we're gonna be here for an hour basically now, instead of being 30 minutes at the other one. So yeah, that's cost me probably in total 2 hours of the journey. The ironic thing is there was like tons of CCS ones at the service station at Grantham, because I'm in Grantham now. But let's go way out the way to I think it's a golf club. Looks very nice, very fancy. As you can see, it's 3%. So I looked at the next route, and it looks to be Peterborough at the hotel. I think I've used this one before when I've done the last kind of route. I think it's the only charger that I'm going back to on this route. So I know for a fact that one's risky, it's quite busy. The ones around it are a nightmare because you get people like, I think it was DPD last time, who just left vans at every single AC charger, which is ridiculous. We'll keep going, Just about to unplug. It's now 2:43. At least we're up to 80%. Cost about £7 for the full charge on this one, which ain't too bad. It's only a 22 kilowatt unit, so not the best. Managed to make it with 32%, which is quite good, and it looks like the Pulsar is available, so I'll get a nice long charge on this, and then we'll hopefully just need one more after this and be able to get to Essex. This Holiday Inn has a lot of ducks. I'm just kind of by the entryway. Surprised none of them have tried to make an escape in. So we're getting to a full charge. I think we'll get up to 95%. We've got a 60-mile journey to the next charger, which is in Bury St Edmunds. Last charger, which looks to be a Shell one. Hopefully it works nicely. Well, the last stop's nearly done. We'll wait till we get to 90 just to be safe. I think it's 55 miles, end of the route. And then that'll be it, the whole 280 odd miles. But I think it's 290 miles with all the charging stops.